The smell came first. Not perfume, not soap. Cologne. Sharp, expensive, wrong. It clung to her coat when she walked past me in the hallway, pretending nothing existed between us except marriage. My chest tightened, not from surprise, but from confirmation. The phone vibrated in my hand before I could speak. An email notification. From her. Subject line, "You're imagining things again." I didn't open it. I already knew what it would say. Gaslight, redirect, blame. Her footsteps faded upstairs. I stood there, motionless, listening to the house breathe around me. Every wall felt complicit. Every picture on the shelf a witness that had been paid to stay silent. Then my phone buzzed again. A text preview slid across the screen from an unsaved number. "I love you. I miss your smell." My reflection stared back at me from the black glass. Calm, pale, focused. 18 months of lies finally had a pulse. I locked the screen. And in that moment, something inside me didn't break. It sharpened. I didn't confront her. That's what she expected. Tears, accusations, noise. Instead, I watched. I watched her fingers hover over her phone like it was alive. I watched her blame me in emails, paragraphs of cruelty disguised as concern. I watched her rewrite history so cleanly I almost admired the craftsmanship. "You're distant. You're paranoid. You don't make me feel seen." Every message carried the same subtext. "This is your fault." At night, she slept peacefully beside me. I stayed awake, counting breaths, replaying moments I had dismissed as stress. Late meetings, sudden interest in fitness, a softness she no longer gave me but saved for somewhere else. And then there was my daughter-in-law, Thanksgiving week. Her voice sharp over the phone. "If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the dishes." A command, not an invitation. I smiled into the receiver. "Enjoy," I said softly. She laughed and hung up. They all thought I was small, dependent, contained. They didn't understand one thing. I don't move when I'm angry. I move when I'm certain. Certainty takes patience. I became invisible. I learned the rhythm of her lies, the timing, the silence between replies, the way her phone faced down at night like a guilty animal. I pulled call logs, cloud backups, travel receipts hidden in junk folders. I never searched in a rush. I never left a trace. Every answer arrived slowly like a body surfacing. There were hotel stays she claimed were conferences. Credit cards in a different name. Photos deleted but not erased. Reflections in mirrors. Shadows of hands that weren't mine. And then I found him. Not through her. Through his ego, a consultant. Married, public, image polished to a sterile shine. Awards, panels, LinkedIn sermons about integrity. His cologne had a name. So did his company. I didn't rage. I mapped. I built folders, timelines, proof stacked neatly, like ammunition that never needed to be fired. At night, she would reach for me, sensing distance. I let her. Touch without warmth is its own kind of cruelty. While she slept, I gathered people she underestimated, partners he betrayed, clients she lied to, accountants who hated both of them quietly. A secret army doesn't announce itself. It just waits. The final confirmation came in a white envelope. Simple, clinical, undeniable. I placed it on the kitchen table between us one morning next to her coffee. I didn't sit. I didn't raise my voice. "Read," I said. She laughed first. Then she opened it. The color drained from her face in stages. Shock, fear, collapse. "It's not," she started. I tilted my head. She stopped. For the first time in 18 months, she knew I wasn't asking. Her phone buzzed, again and again. 71 missed calls. From him. From lawyers. From partners. From people who had just learned the truth. I had been holding like a blade behind my back. She reached for me. I stepped away. I didn't scream. I didn't threaten. I traveled. Switzerland. Quiet. White. Clean. A villa overlooking still water and mountains that didn't care about human drama. I posted nothing until the final day. One photo. Just enough. Within minutes, my phone exploded. 71 calls. Messages stacked like panic. My daughter-in-law called last. Her voice cracked. "Where are you?" I looked out over the terrace. "Somewhere you can't command me," I said. Back home, their empires were folding. His consultancy dissolved under audits and lawsuits. Her carefully curated life collapsed under exposure she couldn't spin. I watched from a distance. Detached. Exact. People ask if I feel satisfied. They don't understand. This wasn't about winning. It was about removal. I removed myself from lies, from manipulation, from being blamed for someone else's hunger. I didn't destroy them. I let the truth do what it always does when it finally gets air. Now the house is quiet. My phone stays silent. The past feels smaller, like something I read once but never lived. I didn't forgive. I didn't forget. I walked away with something better. Control. And they can keep the dishes.